standing still, which we can get really good, but then motion creates emotion with horses. Typically when they're moving, they're in a flight status naturally by natural causes. So when we start to move them, we are going to have to make sure that we have all the things in place that we're talking about now at slow speed. So when we go faster, they understand how to handle that, and we teach them with that. So I just thought it'd be fun to kind of bring this big beach ball in, especially when I have a horse that has some issues on that right side. So I want to be able to, you know, can I toss this over his right side, have him not be bothered by it? Can I kind of have it bump into him, have him not be bothered by this? You know, this is all really important for me. I want to make sure that if I'm out somewhere on him, not that there's going to be a gigantic beach ball that comes in, it's not about the object. It's like, you know, some people think that you have to throw everything that you can be creative at under the sun to them to get them to be not afraid of it. The whole thing is once they trust you and they trust themselves, it doesn't matter what you put in front of them because the bond is there, and if you're not worried, they don't have to be worried. So I want to be able to, especially on this right side, since he had such an issue, I want to be able to go to the right side, off, to the hind end, off, maybe roll this over the top, have it set up here, like that, have him not be worried. If it falls off of him, do I get a response? No response at all, which is the right response. I want him to be just relaxed with that. So these are some of the things that we look at when we're working with our horses and going, how can we make sure that they're kind of set up for success? Because if we want to be kind and compassionate and loving to our horse, we have to help them find the boundaries. And then we do that and we add speed. We do that with speed. So the more that we can do that at the walk, at the trot, as I'll show you in more videos, it just helps them to build confidence. And then you have a horse that is so in tune with you and so connected with you and trusting of you that it doesn't matter what you put in front of them, they can regulate, they can process it, and then they can move forward. So remember, it's not about desensitizing horses. It's really about helping them find regulation in what they need to be worried about and what they don't need to be worried about. So the horses can regulate that, and they can go, oh, I can be responsive to this. That's a great aid. And remember, we do a lot of things with the horse and ask them to do a lot of things that they would never naturally do in nature. But now that we have them in captivity, it's our responsibility to kind of help them to use their body more, to keep them from getting hurt in smaller paddocks, smaller fields. And the things that we're asking to do, we need to make sure, number one, we are very grateful for them in teaching us and allowing us to teach them how to have a great partnership and how to use their body differently than the real 6 things that they were born to think about, which is sleep, eat, drink, poop, run. And those are their things that they really need. And when they run, it's usually for flight status. So they don't care about bending at the rib cage, moving the front end over, moving the hind end under. They care about usually moving forward, grazing, and then if there's danger, they need to get out of there, and they need to conserve that energy when they get out of there. So remember that when we're thinking about our horses. It's very important to think that they are wired when they run to be running away from something. So the more that we can get them to feel confident with us, then we start to add those speeds because we've taught them how to use their body. Then it will be nice and exciting for them, and they'll feel not in a fear base when we're doing it, and then we'll get so much more out of our horse. So if you like this, make sure to check out the YouTube channel, Doug Walsh Horsemanship. I have an online university, easy website, naturalhorsemanship.com, where we can have interaction with each other, questions, dialogues. You can send me videos, and then you can watch more of Memphis's journey there. Thank you so much for watching and taking the time. Please leave a comment if you have any questions, and thanks so much. Have a great day.